Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an amazing vlog. Oh, Lord. And I've actually decided to save you from my my face today because I look like, well, I'm in quite a state. I'm just going to be honest. So enjoy whatever the hell game I've decided to put over this. Indeed. Okay, so what I want to do is sort of just talk about the channel because I haven't done this for a while, and it's actually pretty good to do this. So I'm going to kind of cover a lot of things to do with Unit Lost in this, so I don't think it'll be a long video, but that could be famous last words. It could be like 20 minutes long, because I'm terrible for that, but hopefully it won't be, but yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to cover is the fact we were on the Co-optional podcast, the stream, the Civilization, the plans for that, hotfix as well. We'll talk about the changes that's had. I guess we can talk a little bit about XCOM, a bit about Luxie, I suppose, and the live stream. There's also some other stuff, like I might have a release schedule. I might bring that back, although I don't know. Like, we'll discuss that a little bit later on. I still need to kind of finalise my ideas in that regard. And I guess we'll talk about my health. And I guess we could talk about the recent video Total Biscuit put out, which is pretty good concerning his health and stuff. So what we are going to first start chatting about is the podcast. So we went on the Co-optional podcast. Now, we were originally supposed to go on it last week, the week before, but unfortunately, when they were sorting out all the guests for it, because I'm in the UK and we're on BST at the moment, we're like 8 hours in front of PST, which is where, you know, Maker are and such. So when they're sorting this out, they're emailing me at like 4 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, oh God, I'm in bed. I did reply, but they were like, it's too late, I'm sorry, but we'll get you in next week. But yeah, I had a really good time on that podcast, but I kind of thought we would be fairly good on it. Well, I knew I'd be okay on the podcast. It was a shame we couldn't get Kiri on it, because we thought there was going to be Jessie, TB, and Dodger, but Dodger, I think she's on jury service or something, so she couldn't make it, but they didn't know. If we knew that, we could have got Kiri on there as well, but Kiri came over here because we were going to record Blood Bowl, but that kind of fell through. So I just said, well, you may as well stay here for the podcast, just sit in the back. So he did. He sat in the back of the webcam like he was some sort of murderer. But yeah, I think it went really well. If you've never seen it live, which I'm guessing most people are going to see the VOD of this, it will be pushed to the Polaris channel. I'm hoping it'll be on there today. It'll be on there at some point in the next couple of days anyway. Go and watch it and give me feedback. But like I said, I thought we would be pretty good on it, and I think I was fairly decent. We've got a lot of experience with that kind of, I guess, kind of show with hotfix, as I kind of said there, just as I was dribbling all my words out, and a load of experience live streaming as well. So yeah, you can also probably tell my voice is a little bit different, but or maybe it isn't that different, but it kind of sounds different to me. But I'll go over my bloody health situation at the end of this. So yeah, really happy with the podcast. Here's to, you know, us being invited back on again, because I think we did a good job. So there you go. This is kind of the biggest announcement, I guess, I'm going to kind of make today, and that is Civilization, because we are not continuing that series on the channel. And I didn't want to come out and say, oh yeah, we're not having Civ, you know, have a debate on the forums like we did before and all the rest of this stuff, because people say, yeah, we want it, people say we don't. I upload the video, you know, they do okay view-wise, but they're kind of irritating to produce. Like, me and Kiri are getting pissed off playing it, and we don't want to do it. And like, consequently, we haven't played the game for like over a month now. But what we're going to do, and this is pretty much decided on now, is we are going to stream the entire completion of that game. So it will be a few hours long, the stream, and then just push the VOD straight to the channel, and that's it. So it's finished, because I don't want to leave it unfinished, because that series had a lot of development went into it, because we had the we had the trailer made up, we came up with a crazy story and all the rest of that stuff. So I don't really just want to leave it, you know, hang it out to dry sort of thing. So we will finish that. And I guess actually what I'll talk about now is kind of the stream, because this leans into it pretty well. Kirioth is away for possibly about a week, I think he is. Which means the stream is going to kind of suffer from that, because it means we won't be able to do our Dark Souls stuff. And other stuff we were going to do together, because I think we did plan to look at WildStar together. But yeah, he's not here. So when he comes back, we'll resume all that stuff. I'm also obviously waiting for the Blood Bowl game to get recorded, and I kind of don't want to go off and, you know, advertise and promote a stream, and then suddenly I need to record a Blood Bowl game, and I need to cancel the stream because that's just irritating for everybody involved. So I'm going to kind of lay off streaming until I get that sorted out, and then that will come back. Also for Kiri, he has his green screen stuff now, and it all works. So the stream is going to look pretty crazy because you can have both of us actually chroma keyed in, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty damn good, and the chroma key is really good as well. Like, it's not totally shit like when we did it in the past, where it was really shit, but it's okay. Yeah, okay, so hotfix, we have changed this a little bit because it has no fire crap in the background, like animated flames, because that takes too fucking long to encode. Like, it's stupid. You know, and I was wasting time doing that, so what the hell was that about? So now it's just a picture, basically, of flames, like a vector image of flames that I made up. But I've introduced a different scene to that, where I can kind of show like what we're talking about in some capacity. Now, there are problems with this. Like, I cannot show a trailer with sound because it will get copyright claims, and then it's pointless us making a video because we're not going to get paid for it, so what the hell. So what I've decided to do is we can use images from games and stuff. We can use bits of trailers if we don't have the sound on, which we can use and stuff, but I think like having that makes it a bit more dynamic, and it makes it more, I guess it looks more professional. But like, speaking about hotfix, I guess the way to make it ultimately professional would be if it was sort of not streamed, but filmed on location somewhere. But we're, you know, financially, geographically, and all the rest of that, we cannot do that. So that's kind of like pie in the sky stuff. But I think it is better. Also, it comes out more frequently now. This week there will be 2 hotfixes again. We had the one that came out yesterday, and we've got one which is coming out. I think I'll probably put this to potentially Friday again, with Face Off Friday, like I did last week, because that seemed to work okay. So yeah, I like hotfix. It's more of a reactionary kind of show now. It's not a thing which we do every Wednesday like we did in the past, and we had like a topic we thought would work. We're just sort of really like, you know, we've got a much faster turnaround time on them because of the way we record it and stuff. So, you know, whatever. Hotfix is doing fine. XCOM. Now, XCOM will continue until it finishes, which I think we're on like episode 40 on the channel now. I think I've got 2, or maybe, no, I've got 1 more episode actually in stock, which I might put out on Saturday. Then we are going to complete the series off. I think maybe we'll get to 50 episodes, something like that. I'm not sure. But then we'll have to think of something to replace that with. We don't have any ideas at the moment, but I'm sure we'll probably come up with something. I mean, if you've got any ideas, by all means go to our forums and talk about it, which is unitlost.com, if you don't know. Yeah, Luxie. I guess Luxie is... Now, like, Luxie is Luxie, and it's just a first impression series where most of the time we just literally record our very immediate first impressions of a game, which has positives and negatives. Like, the positives are obviously, they are, you know, unedited first impressions, raw. This is what you're going to experience the first time you play the game. The negatives are you don't entirely understand every aspect of the game, so you can open yourself up to a lot of like dickhead comments which are like, oh, you didn't know about this, oh, well, it's like, no, I never knew about this because I played the game for half an hour. I haven't played the game for 3 fucking hours and then made a video on it. I mean, dare I say that, playing the game for 3 hours and making a video on it probably isn't worth it for us anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push Kiri to make more because I think he does a really good job. Like, I like listening to his hotfixes back. I did the Tex Murphy one today, but we've got the last one Kiri did was the Rogue Shooter, which I thought was really good. So I'm going to try and get him to do more. Maybe that could be his kind of place on the channel. He's a Luxie man. I don't know. Although I tend to chip in every now and again because I cannot resist it. Yeah, so Luxie's going fine. I've kind of spoke about the live stream, so I guess we'll sort of leave that for a moment. The release schedule. Now, a couple of months ago, I made up a really, like, it wasn't complicated. Well, it kind of was complicated, I guess. Release schedule, where there was a video every day at 6 o'clock. And off the top of my head, from what I remember, it was like, let's play 1 Monday, let's play 2 Tuesday, Wednesday, hotfix, and then let's play 1, let's play 2, and Face Off Friday. But what we do now is I'm sort of dropping XCOM when I don't have anything to put out, which is kind of okay. But if like we go for like a period of time like we did recently, where there was like 5 days where we had a lot of stuff, there's no XCOM, and people are like, where the hell's XCOM? And to be quite honest, I do see a reflection in this in the subscriber numbers, where people who want Civ and people who want XCOM on a daily basis, they do not want to watch the channel anymore because that's all they want. And I'm like, well, that's you know, XCOM, we really enjoy making XCOM. And I don't want to just burn XCOM out in like the next 4 days or whatever, because I've just uploaded a massive batch of it, and that's the end of it. So there's probably going to be, I'm going to kind of restrict myself to possibly 2, maybe 3 XCOM videos a week. Like I said at the top of this video, we will finish Civ on a stream. That will be announced and promoted on the channel so people know it's there so they can watch it live, but it will be totally pushed onto the channel. And then that'll be finished off, which is great. And I guess that, you know what, to be honest, I guess that kind of, that is where we are at the moment with the channel. Things are going well. Things went a bit slow. Again, if I'm totally honest, over, when was this? April? When we were ill. Both of us at the same time. I mean, it's just like, what the hell? You get unlucky. You get unlucky, then you get unlucky, don't you? It's just like, what the fuck? You get kicked when you're down. But, yeah, so that's... whatever. I think, like, I'm going to kind of wrap this up with a bit of a chat about the situation that I'm in at the moment, because I know some people do like to listen to this, and obviously with all the exposure Total Biscuit has kind of brought about with GI, gastrointestinal issues, I think a lot of people probably be interested in this. So I was on a massive course of steroids, like a really high dose of, I can never pronounce it, cortico, it's called prednisolone steroids. It's not anabolic steroids, it's not muscle building steroids. In fact, it's water retaining, moon face, spotty, badness, bad time, bone breaking bloody steroids. But they do fix Crohn's inflammation. So I was on a really heavy course of that. I had a series of tests done, I had MRI scans done and all this stuff. I'm still waiting on the full results for the MRI, although they have said to me we don't think nothing's wrong, but I'll get those results next week because I've got a hospital appointment next week, which I'm not really looking forward to because I'll take loads of blood out of me and I'll do all the rest of this stuff and blah blah blah. But hopefully give me new medication. So I was ill. I was on a really big dose of steroids, which really fucks with your head and all kinds of stuff. I'm coming off that now. Within 2 weeks, I will be off the steroids, so I've done that course. But the bad news is, they haven't really worked. They worked when they were a high dosage, but I really do not want to take a high dosage again. So I am going on to a different form of medication called azathioprine, which is a thioprine drug from the thioprine family. Now, if anybody's got like, or had any kind of like transplants or anything, you will know what this drug is. It is like I think it's an anti-kidney rejection drug for transplants. It suppresses your immune system, but it doesn't have the side effects of steroids. Although I think it's more powerful. It has got some potentially bad side effects, but I think I'll be fine because I have taken this before, like years and years ago, and then I came off it because I was worried about the side effects. But to be honest, I'm at a point now where I cannot just be wrecked all the time because it is pretty bad. So that's like, and also I've had the flu. Well, I've had the cold. I say the flu because it may as well be the flu, because when you're taking a load of drugs that suppress your immune system, the steroids and the other stuff I have to take, it takes ages to get over a cold, which is why my voice is a little bit kind of scraggy at the moment. But you know, I'm getting there. So yeah, I mean, with the video TB put out with his telling people to get checked out, what I want to say about that is if you have any change in your toilet habits, so, and it doesn't matter what age you are as well, you need to go to the doctor. So if, I'm just going to make this up. Let's say you go to the toilet once a day for a number 2, okay? And suddenly you're going twice a day, or you're going 3 times a day, or maybe you're getting cramps, or your stools, right, are not the best condition. Maybe you've got a bit of diarrhea or something like that. You need to go to the doctor and tell them what's wrong. If you ever see blood when you go to the toilet, you have to go immediately, because that can be, well, it can be some form of irritable bowel disease, so Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. It could be cancer, obviously. It could be a load of other stuff as well. I mean, you could have maybe possibly polyps, which are like small growths and stuff, which is kind of like what TB's got. But you need to get it checked out. Don't be squeamish about it, because at the end of the day, it's like, what the hell? If you're sitting on your deathbed dying of some disease because you didn't go to the doctors to talk about the fact you had a bit of blood in your stool, then you are an idiot. Take that from me. So yeah, like, my health situation is hopefully going to get better. It got better on the steroids. I'm sort of getting a little bit worse now, but I should get better when I go to the hospital next week, which I think is Tuesday, and they give me different medication. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave it at that. That has been an update on what the hell is going on with the channel. I guess I haven't spoke about Patreon, which I can kind of just quickly jump onto. We do have a Patreon page, so if you want to support us with cash, I think it runs every month. Then you can go to patreon.com/unit lost and check that out. But I do encourage you to read the page before you do anything, so you know what the hell you're getting yourself into. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that, guys. So as ever, leave a comment below, and you know, comment on the channel, comment on whatever you like. I will read the comments. I always do. So I've been Stylosa, guys. This is Unit Lost, and I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.
Handle it!
Justice shall prevail. Die, mage. Justice shall prevail.
For justice! Well played. Thank you. You are not prepared!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Justice shall prevail.
Very hard. Give that man a turn to get ready. For justice! Job's done. Feel the power. I wonder. That was a mistake.